Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be doing episode number 43 of I Build Your Teams, the series where I build my viewer squads into the best teams possible for my team showdown or whatever you might be playing. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's get started. So we have my guy Carson as the first team of today's video, and it looks as though he sold a lot of his team, probably has over 1 million MT, but a very budget lineup, although it is still a solid lineup. I mean, this is not a bad team. And I think with season 7, I mean, a lot of people are going to be grinding for Paul George, and so I'm not that concerned about your shooting guard position because Jabari Smith, Dr. J can hold it down for now. Small forwards is Pink Diamond Beasley and Dark Matter Peja. Looks like your Beasley's nicely badged, 5 legend badges, 27 Hoffs, so definitely a very usable card still. Point guard position could probably use an upgrade. I don't know how much left you might have available to grind out of the challenges for the Glitched Festival. But if you could get Josh Giddey, he would be a really nice player to add to this team. If you could find a way to get him in the next couple of days out of your out of the Glitched Festival. If not, that's okay. I don't know if I'd buy a point guard right now. I mean, I guess you could go out and get somebody who's like an affordable out of position type card, like maybe a Dominique Wilkins or somebody like that would be an option, or a Manu Ginobili or something along those lines if you wanted to pick up a point guard. I think backup power forward, backup center could use some upgrades, right? But it's the same story of like, do you really want to spend right now? Considering level 30 next season's going to be another power forward and Willis Reed. That could be your backup power forward. So maybe you do want to go get a center. Maybe you want to pay a little bit of MT for a Chet Holmgren or an Alex Sard. Maybe you want to pay a little bit more MT for Galaxy Opal Victor Wembanyama. Maybe you want to pay for a Galaxy or Dark Matter Mark Eaton. Like, those are options you could pick up at the big man spot that would be upgrades for sure. Would you, I think it's up to you as to whether or not you want to spend that MT, just like what I said with the point guard position with guys like Manu and Dominique. So second team today comes in from Sammy. He says he's got 3.8 million MT, still not sure what to do. He has enough pieces for Giddey and Peja, but his team still needs a lot of help. I'm going to be totally honest. I look at this team and how much MT you have, and I think you're stressing too much. Just go get Giddey, go get Peja. They're both going to be big upgrades for this team. First of all, you can have Giddey and Kidd as your point guards. You're good. Shooting guard position can be Peja and B-Roy until you get Paul George. Once you get Paul George, you can take B-Roy out of there and have Paul George and Peja as your shooting guards. Small forward position could use some upgrades, but here's the thing: you got 3.8 million MT. You go pick up Dark Matter Michael Beasley and Dark Matter Andre Kirilenko, and you will still have over 3 million MT. So I would go pick up those two small forwards. Your power forward position, Dikembe, Tim, like, you have a lot of options in all honesty. I mean, the only thing this team really needs is a big. I'd buy one more big, and whether that's you're doing it so that you can put Dikembe at the 4, Tim Duncan at your backup 4, leave D-Rob back up 5, and buy a starting center like an Opal Wemby or something, you could do that. You could also just potentially go out and get, like, use Donovan Klinger from the Glitched Festival as well. He's a super solid option. If you don't want to spend the MT, just go Tim, Dikembe, and then D-Rob Klingen off the bench, and you're chilling. And then at some point you can add that Willis Reed instead of D-Rob, and I think your big man spots are just fine. Like, realistically, this is a very good team. I would spend the MT to upgrade your small forward position with Beasley and AK. Otherwise, I think you're really good. Just go get Giddey and Peja, and maybe add Klingen as well from the festival, and you are chilling. Next team today comes in from Carl. He's got a sellable Hibbert, and Harden has legend defensive badges as his favorite player. All right, so we'll leave Harden then. I still don't love LaMelo. BI's not bad. Josh Smith is good. Giannis is okay. Tim, Drummond, Klingen, Hibbert. You had 1 million MT. I'd sell Hibbert and get Mark Eaton. I think it's worth spending a couple hundred, the extra 1,000 MT. You'll still have over 600K. Easily over 600K after selling Hibbert and buying Eaton. So I'd probably do that. That's probably the only thing I would do. Again, Willis Reed's going to be an upgrade for your power forward position over Drummond at some point. Paul George is going to be an upgrade for your shooting guard position over BI at some point. Like, you're going to be fine in terms of those positions. So I'm not super concerned about them right now. And then small forward, honestly, Josh Smith and Giannis will get the job done too. Like, I'm not super concerned about that. If you wanted to add a Luol Deng or an AK-47 instead, you could do that instead of a Giannis. Like, that is an option, but I don't know if you want to spend the MT. Kind of up to you. And then point guard, I would replace LaMelo. That is one thing I would do. If you have enough pieces to get Josh Giddey, I would get him. If you don't have enough pieces to get Josh Giddey, maybe you buy a Manu Ginobili or a Dominique Wilkins or somebody like that. Again, even a Galaxy Opal Andrew Bogut would probably be an upgrade at the point guard position over LaMelo. That's my thoughts with this squad. Next up is Cal, 1.7 million MT with Beasley is the only sellable card on the team. I mean, it's a good squad. He's got unsellable SGA as a point guard. He's got Giddey and Magic as point guard options, so he's good there. Shooting guard, he's got Peja, Dr. Day, and Ron Artest. And again, Paul George is coming this next season, so you're fine at small forward. Beasley's great. Morrison, I don't love. I might consider replacing him. Duncan and Embiid is good, and then you have Edey, Wemby, and Klingon at centers. You're fine at center too. I mean, realistically, I look at this team and I think, again, Embiid can run until Willis Reed gets there. Morrison is the guy I'd replace, and with 1.7 million MT, you got plenty of MT to do it. You add Andre Kirilenko, and you're chilling. This is another team that's going to benefit from adding Paul George and Willis Reed next season. Otherwise, it's a pretty well built out team besides your small forward position. You buy a small forward, you're still at 1.5 million MT. You're just fine. I would run Giddey over Magic as your backup point guard. I will say that. I would consider making him your primary backup point guard, just because I think he has a better jumper than Magic and a little bit better movement overall than Magic does. In my opinion, he's the slightly better card, so I would probably swap that around and have Giddey be your primary backup PG, and maybe, depending on how bad your Pink Diamond Wemby is, consider doing the same thing with Klingon versus Wemby. But otherwise, I mean, this is a good team. I have no real issues with it whatsoever. And then yeah, there you go. 12,000 MT. Anch has got this team is in need of serious rebuilding. Obviously, this is a squad that is going to test my rebuilding ability a little bit more for teams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up 2KDB, and we're going to try to sit here and rebuild this team with 12,000 MT and a squad that isn't really that doesn't have much going for right now. So we're going to start by taking the cards that can actually be used from this team. So guys like Dante Exum, Robert Covington, Laurie Markkinen, I guess, guys like that. We're going to start filling those in. It looks like you've started grinding some of the playoff challenges. So for the time being, I guess we'll throw LeBron in here as well. I can't type. LeBron. There we go. And then we have, like, from the playoff challenges, you can get a Jaden McDaniels. He's good. You can get a Ty Jerome. He's good. And for the time being, we'll put him at shooting guard. We'll throw Derek White at point guard. Why not? I think you get a free Mikal Bridges from there as well, if I'm not if I remember correctly. So you can go get Mikal Bridges, have him there, and have something like maybe I don't know, something like this is my initial thoughts for this team. 12,000 MT isn't going to get you anything, right? But you can earn MT from completing those playoff challenges. I would grind through all of those playoff challenges, and then you can just buy a couple of upgrades as well. Like, for example, you could go Eddie Curry as your backup center. You could probably, I still think you, even with just grind a couple of the challenges, honestly, and get the pieces for Donovan Klingon. Like, you just need like one dark matter piece will get you Donovan Klingon, if I'm not mistaken. So just go do one of the challenges as well, and like the Glitch Festival challenges, and that'll get you enough pieces for this Klingon card. And then 12,000 MT, you need a power forward. You'll have more than 12K. My brain's struggling right now to think of the power forward you should pick up. You know what you should probably do is you should probably do something like this. Get Jabari Smith here, 15K MT for him, and then get, struggling to think really good Pink Diamond power forward right now. My brain's not working. So we're going to go Khalil Ware instead. We're just going to do this for now. Something like this. This is a base level squad that is so much better than this, and you can easily build this team and maybe even a better squad just from grinding out those playoff challenges and doing a couple of the Glitched Festival challenges along the way. And I think you can start to have a team that looks at least somewhat more competent. You know what I mean? So I'd be targeting something like this in terms of how to upgrade your squad overall. And then the final team from the video today comes in from Cuz. He's got 450,000 MT. Everybody is unsellable except for Roy Hibbert. He does have the Hibbert-Jeff Green duo going, which I am cool with, but I will say I don't think I'd run Klingon and Hibbert together off the bench like this. What I would do is I would run Dikembe at the 4, Klingon at the 5, and then Moses off the bench at the 4. Once you get Willis Reed, he can replace Moses eventually. Once you get Paul George, again, he can be an upgrade at your shooting guard position. And I think considering you already have Jabari and you're going to get Paul George, Page is not really necessary, although I guess you could add him and use him at small forward if you wanted to. 5 invincible pieces is equivalent to 30 dark matter pieces. So thinking of it that way, you know what I would do? I would get Giddy and have Giddy and Kid, and then I would use the rest of the pieces, which is going to be like 22 dark matter pieces, which equivalates to a lot of 100 overall, or a lot of diamond pieces. Exchange them for the diamond pieces and get the MT after getting Giddy. That's what I would do. Add Giddy to this team, moves clean to your starting center. Dikembe can be power forward. You can add Willis Reed eventually. You can add Paul George eventually. And I think you're good from there. That is my thoughts for this final team of the video. I hope y'all did enjoy this episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.